Welcome in the QA!
Man, you alright?
How are you boys, alright?
How are you? Mate, yeah.
Good, I'm good.
Causing havoc.
Isn't he? Down in London. By the way, can I get over the amount of dough he's got in his bank? You missed this, mate, this morning.
Oh, by
he's
the way.
fucking kicked.
I realise.
Yeah, he's lost over 25 quid, mate. He's fucking kicked.
The Christmas party's on him now.
Holy fuck.
Right.
Fish suppers.
There's only one guy with those, and that's that man there.
Well, Dave's got proof. You have.
We're off.
Don't deflect on me, mate.
We're off.
Don't deflect on me.
We're off.
HMRC, just tell me looking at his finances, please. And he's had 2 divorces.
Exactly.
3. Two.
Tell me the story about the engagement ring.
What engagement?
What one? There's that many.
The first, second, or the third one.
What was it? How many times? How did you propose? A couple of times.
Oh, once was at the ice hockey. That was my best one.
He proposed at an ice hockey game.
Oh.
Your knees must be fucked amount of times you proposed.
Aye. Braehead Clan, mate.
Oh, right.
They were fucking winning. I was all excited.
You want to go to a football game?
Let's go, Clan. Let's go. So I was all excited. Oh, wouldn't it be a fucking football game? So
Did you get down in the seats?
No, we went at half time for a coffee. I said, Clan's winning. Fucking, this is a great night. Why don't we just make sure it goes a wee bit better? So
I could have saved you a few bob. I could have certainly saved you a few bob.
It was the first night out there, but it was fucking worth it. It's the first day. You've been in ice hockey?
No.
Mate, ice hockey is the best entertainment you'll get.
It's a load of shit.
I was at one in Los Angeles. I get told it was going to be this, that, and fights and brilliant entertainment. Honestly, most bored. About 3 hours, man. Bored out my nut. Aye, thanks to the family.
Imagine getting so angry at ice hockey.
I love the ice hockey.
How did you propose?
I Barbados. I took my girlfriend at the time, who was Carol, who's now my wife. No, just at the end of the holiday.
Do you have trunks on when you did it? Imagine one of your bosses hanging at the side of your trunk.
Oh, there was a guy that was chasing her, like, was after her, like, kind of like him. Aye, you know. Kind of speedos, trying to impress her day in, day out. I had the biggest game of pool ever. I mean, you're pretty good at snooker and all that, but it felt like I was playing for her.
Against this guy at the fancy?
Aye. He was like a Tom Jones, he was like a young Tom Jones, and he was out at her every day. And I was kind of, things like that don't bother me.
There's a trophy sitting there.
She just said, who's gonna, hurry up, here's one in here.
He wouldn't talk to me, the bastard, when he talked to me. I'd go down to the bar and wait on her getting ready, coming down, and every night try to create a wee bit of conversation with him. Wasn't he having it? But as soon as Carol walked in, oh my God, he was all over her. So I put up with it for a wee bit, and then it was one of them. He went like that. He says, you want a game of pool? And that's what it felt like. I felt like I was playing for her. Aye. Do you want to know? I was cruising at the pool, by the way, and then
started planning.
And I was like, I was all this shit. So I was, but I finally got there. But that's what it felt. But I had an ally in Big Billy Connolly lookalike. So he was brand new, so I used to sit with him. It was him that said, he says, you should propose to him.
So you weren't planning it before the holiday, you just had
No, not at all. I mean, I was never going to get married. Never. Till Tom Johnstone. Honestly, I was never going to get married. I mean, when we were young, were you planning getting married? No, I was only single.
Fucking loved it. You went away, I get married, mate. I fucking was.
Did you bad at it?
Oh, fuck, terrible, man. You could draw a giraffe in my face with the spots.
So you're a spotty wee fucker. You never got much birds when you're spotty.
I get married. I get married when I was 19.
Did you?
Oh, fuck, I.
Were you still spotty at 19?
Wasn't it hard to get a bird down in Park Lane?
Because you played the Rangers
Yeah, it's David Cooper introduced me. Of
course, there is a bit of that, isn't there?
What?
Because you're a football player.
Oh, of course.
Easy.
Are you joking?
A wee bit of that.
Look at that fucker.
I know, I'm just trying to picture me with the spotty face.
I used to get birds who go out and go stick that side to get your
So would you wear your Rangers blazer every Saturday?
Fucking right, I did, mate. By the way, see if it was warm, I'd have my strip on. Short sleeves.
But spotty wee guys, I'm only going on the wee spotty guy. I know, they didn't get
I was a feather cutting big, and sometimes my spots went away, mate.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got a bit of clear something.
Oxyten.
Pad.
What was it that put it away? Just, I'm asking for a friend.
Went away.
I'm asking for a friend. What put the spots away?
Your body changes every 7 years.
Exactly. Clear, a wee bit clearer cell, brilla pad, heat lamp, when you're ready.
In 7 years,
Every 7 years, is it?
you change it.
Did you never have spots? I think
When I was really young, I did 30.
By the way, I've got to tell you, it's not the nicest thing.
Oh, it's brutal, mate.
Because you think everybody's just staring in and that. Well, could you still get them?
And
I had a manager that used to get whiteheads.
Right.
I always thought, fuck, I'd love to just pop my whitehead every time he was talking.
mate, no, the worst was I used to get the biggest one in my fucking
Beak.
man. It was fucking. She honestly, when the last dance went out at night and the lights went down Park Lane, right, and you would up in a slow dance, fucking every knew where I was, right? The big fucking.
But were you going out in the fucking 50s?
I was, see, when the slow dance was coming on, I was on the kebab shop. I was on the shop. I was getting something to eat and heading up the road.
Slow dance. Did you know like the slow dance?
I'm not doing the slow dance.
Tell me you grew up with the slow dance. Mate,
Used to a fucking ancient man.
right.
The slow dance.
Before the slow dance, you're in soapy bubble. Because it's all the dregs that are left at that time.
They two slow dancing each other,
Fergie's like, I can see Dan's there.
Dan's with a cigar now.
Fucking light.
What about you? How'd you propose, Faddy?
No, mine wasn't great.
Hey.
Well, we were living together anyway, and I'd like, right, gonna get it done. Went and asked our dad for permission.
Oh, did you do that?
Aye.
Ah,
So went,
love that.
arranged a meal. It's all right. I'll date when we're having something to eat, nice and quiet. But I'd put the ring in my pocket, my jacket pocket, and I get in, and they were like, "Oh, you want me to take your coat?" I'm like, "No, it's fine. It's all right. I'll just put it on the chair." So I stuck it on the chair, and they're like, "It was a way up there." So the ring was like there. I couldn't get to it. I'm like, how am I going to get this fucking ring out of my pocket? I'm like, drank quite a lot there, needing the toilet. No, I'm fine. Sat there the whole fucking night. Couldn't get it out. Couldn't get the ring out of my pocket, so I done it when I got in the house.
Alright, you never even done it in the meal?
I couldn't. It was fucking sitting right in my head.
That is a nerve-wracking thing, isn't
Oh, it was terrible.
That's a good part of life. The bad part, the pet peeve, we played Gretna last night, mate. 12:30 I got in the house because 8 diversions on the motorway back to
That's
Gretna.
a nightmare.
Always is.
Is there ever going to be a stage where every road's just going to be fucking fixed? And how are roads so bad? This is what baffles me. It's only tyres that drive over them. It's not like somebody's going to be with a fucking sledgehammer and bashing the roads.
But it's not only tyres. It wears away. If they weren't on the roads, you'd be moaning about the potholes. They need to fix the roads.
And
It's the
it's
only time
always
they
at
can
night
fix
and a
it. It's
Sunday.
just a pain in the arse.
Saturday,
But it's the only time
annoying,
they can do it. Otherwise, they're shut during the day, and then you're having
See, last
more
night,
than one person moaning
8
about
diversions, mate. Every road we went on to
You said
divert.
a fish supper on that one.
Paul, the owner, bought everyone
there
fish
you go.
suppers,
Happy
mate.
days.
Just fucking
That's
and
cost my
what
fault.
he's
Ended up paying
diverting,
2, mate.
Aye, I was going to say, what did you have? You love it.
See at the end, that big greasy face. I fucking hate myself.
Nothing about the game. Who scored, how they played.
Fancy church.
And the second thing is club cards. You go to Tesco, mate, right? I'm going to get my
Don't
kids
use-
Dairy Lee Dunkers. They're fucking £4, but if you've got a club card, they're £1.50.
Oh,
Just put them. If they're £1.50 for club, just put everyone £1.50 for everyone.
it's
But not
Make
everybody gets a club card.
Aye.
That's what I'm saying. Why the fuck do you need to be part of a cult to get £3 out of your fucking?
Have you got a club card?
No. I've got enough kids in my wallet to in fucking club cards.
agree with you.
But you can put in your phone. I done that yesterday in Tesco. I went in for fuck all, right? I went in because my mate was in, and I just went in for a walk to see their rent, and there's coffee, £7.50, club card, £4. There you go. So they'll get £4. Scan that.
That noise is for him, for shagging, for buying coffee.
The minute I get excited, that just fucking comes out my
So you're on my side, it's a load of shite.
Aye.
No, it's not.
Aye.
I bet your missus
Just
uses
be a
it.
special, and my missus does.
There
aye.
you go, you save money.
She goes to here, there, and everywhere, shopping and all that. She'll
That is
go to
a
Asda
big
for
thing,
something. She'll go to Sainsbury's for something. She'll go to Lidl's for something.
What's your go-to supermarket?
Oh, fuck.
It used to be Sainsbury's. I probably go to Morrison's now.
Oh,
Hey, Morrison's,
fucking, I know everybody for
No,
first
Asda.
name.
Where do you go? Asda.
Asda,
mate.
Motherwell.
I'm an Asda.
You get a good
I'm
swatch, Asda have one.
no, I go Motherwell.
Motherwell.
Oh, Motherwell,
Aye,
right?
but I'm addicted to. I have to go in every day because I shop every day. I don't buy
A
know
weekly
how,
shop?
Know how people do my tits in, right? They have this big fucking shopping basket and they put a full week's shopping through, right? That does my fucking nothing.
Just goes out of date.
Just
Just goes out of date.
He does the shopping. He fucking Disney, so he doesn't know. Carol does a big shop. You got a freezer there. A freezer helps you know you today. But I just like today.
A day-to-day shop, I'm the same, mate.
Aye. What you have?
You're right down to the yellow stickers, aren't you?
I never do yellow stickers, right?
You do.
I do.
I'll tell you how, because I'm paranoid. Some prick's got to just out me. But I do walk by.
Nobody knows you that much, mate.
No, I'm big in Madsden, Motherwell. Everybody knows me, right? You know, once I walk out the door, nobody knows me, but in fucking Asda. But you always walk
Would you be
by.
embarrassed to do that, aye?
No, fuck yeah, I get the yellow stickers, mate. The sushi and Asda, I get all the yellow stickers.
No, but I sometimes buy Asda's
wouldn't
main. See, like say a tin of tomatoes, I'll buy the yellow tin. You know what I mean? But I don't go because it's usually a wee fight, and you don't like to get involved in that. You know?
I don't buy food.
The Carol Data.
Aye.
I don't mind the.
But if I'm going for a carry out, I'll go and get my own carry out, obviously.
What's your cheat meal? What was your, see when you played, what was your, we obviously got a chippy last night after game, what was your
Chip
cheat
pie
meal?
and beans.
Chip pie and beans.
Fuck.
After a game?
Oh, after
See when
a
you
game?
played, what was your after a game?
Oh.
What would you have back in the day?
I couldn't eat back in the day sometimes. If it's a Saturday game, I was always a salad. Get home.
You have a salad after a game?
Because I couldn't eat. I just didn't feel hungry whatsoever. I wouldn't eat until Sunday.
Would you not?
No. I would
Oh,
be
I used to be a
salad
pig
and
after a
then
game,
straight
yeah.
out the door. Did you hot, man?
I bet
I
you
would
would
say
say
probably a Chinese for me, but
What would you have, chicken
could
curry?
aye. I had a Chinese last night. Aye.
What did you get?
Which
By the way, you're going to feel his erection on your leg.
Fairhill Chinese is unbelievable.
I know it was.
Paul Hartley used
Is
to
it the
love
one
it,
across
mate.
for the chapel, the church?
No, it's the one next to
behind it.
Tesco, the
So,
Tesco
just up
Express.
behind
Aye, oh yeah.
Aye, it's across the
What did you get?
no, that's
That's a good one too.
aye, that's Hill House.
Hill House chippy,
Aye, it's Fairhill.
Chinese is amazing.
No,
isn't it?
I had a salt and chilli chicken, salt and chilli chips, fried rice, curry sauce.
Oh my
That's
god.
nice, isn't it?
That was
You've just
brilliant.
blown your
Oh,
fucking
brilliant. That sounds
You've
amazing.
just blown your boss sack there, haven't you?
Last thing you're watching what you watching the Dragon thing?
What am I
Game of
watching?
Thrones.
No, I watched Game of Thrones years and years ago.
Did you
I'm
watch it?
watching the Tulsa King and a.
Oh, it's good, isn't it? With Slice
Oh,
Stallone.
do you like it?
Oh, brilliant.
He is
He's a hero,
brilliant.
and he just leathers
Aye,
everything, didn't he?
I like him.
I'll need to watch that.
What are you watching? Is there anything good?
No, I just go on YouTube and watch you and that down in London, terrorising people and all that.
Is that what you watch, huh?
No, I like YouTube
No,
and all that. I do
sorry.
all that. I do. It's
I'm going to interrupt.
Do you-
The best thing in the telly, now,
I'm a-
without a word there, a lie, right, is the Penguin, mate.
I need to-
John McGliney's brilliant in it, isn't he?
Jokers.
Oh, fucking unbelievable. Have you
Is
seen
it?
it?
No, I'm going to
Colin
watch
Farrell.
it.
I've not seen it. I know what it is, but I've not seen
Oh, fucking, it's like looking in the mirror on a Saturday night
Aye.
before you give it on.
I'll need
There's a game on every night. You need to watch them for prep. I'm watching the thing.
I binge set box sets. I just sit up to fucking.
I will
whatever.
confess, I go into YouTube and watch hotels and all that, and go to Tenerife and go to and just watch them all scooting about there.
The
What
people
do you
walking
mean?
about the streets and all
I
that.
love all
Brilliant.
that. And see, there you go. He does the same as me.
What is it you watch?
Watches
Just
people,
people know
walking.
if-
And Torre Molinas
They'll
and
do
Benedina,
videos,
Tenerife,
show you where to
Los
go and-
Cristianos, Adeki. I love
That's
all
weird.
that. I
See when
know.
you're looking for a holiday and you're like,
I know.
what's that like? Ah,
I'm
somebody will
glad
be
there's
walking
somebody
about.
else
So they're
like
walking
reviewing
about
it.
going, aye, this is,
I'm
and then
glad
you go,
there's somebody else out there.
it's quite good actually.
Is it?
No live, is it?
Some of them. Some of
Someday
them.
live walk.
Seriously?
Aye.
And what do you sit and watch on your
And
phone?
they go into your
They're poking.
restaurants and all that and show you different wee hidden gems and all that. What's the boy? The guy's a Scotsman.
That
in
sounds the
Tenerife.
worst thing ever.
He's out in Las Vegas at the minute.
Is he,
So
right?
he's showing you all.
Have you watched the Vince McMahon thing?
No.
The what?
The Vince McMahon, the guy that owns WWE. You need to watch this. Guy's a fucking lunatic. He's worth £3 billion. Did you watch wrestling back in the day?
Aye.
Nearly as
Oh,
much
aye.
as you.
Brilliant, wasn't it?
Aye. WWF.
Uh-huh.
Is it?
Oh, you need to watch
Aye.
this, man. It's unbelievable.
I'll
What a
need to-
story.
I'll need to watch.
You're a wee bit like Stone Cold Steve Austin, mate.
Oh, aye.
Isn't
I
he?
think he batters Stone Cold.
100%.
Is that him that has the cans of
Aye.
beer and smashes them again?
That is him, that's him. That's you in
aye.
fucking Saturday in George Square, isn't it? Wee Stone Cold Steve Austin kicking about and Lark Hall, innit? Bologna played last night, Liverpool, your boys went down it.
Aye, they took my two oldest. They woke us up 2:30 in the morning. Cheers, boys. But they done all right. It looked as if they were going to get blown away the first 25 minutes, but then they grew into it. But it's just brilliant for them. There was about 3,000 fans here saw the wee footage of them all marching through the streets and all that, all the ultras.
They're wild, the ultras,
They
aren't
are, they're mental, of course, yeah. So
What's the difference now for them, because obviously Motta's away and lost a couple of important players?
They maybe don't build up as much for the back. They at times will go a wee bit longer, a wee bit more direct, so they can mix it up a wee bit more. Under Motta, it was just total football. They played all the time, and they have lost big players like Zirzi, Calafiore. But what they've done is they've brought in quite a number of young boys. It's younger ones, so they bring them in with a small fee, and they'll always try and develop them.
And Motta's flying at Juve.
Oh, brilliant! I love Motta. I love everything about him. See, last night it was a Marmite one for me, because I was looking forward to watching it. But then, see when they come out and they're all lining up, and
he's not in it,
and he's not there. You know, you're kind of gutted for him. But
you know who runs the household, though, didn't you? Lauren was at the game, and he was watching the win in Italy.
I know. So I was kind of toast. So it was.
You probably know what to go.
No, you want to stay and train anyway.
Even that, you're just like,
fuck that.
As you saying, oh, that'd be great, and then you're standing there, you'd be like,
I know. I felt like that even just watching it a wee bit. But the boys went down. I've not spoke to them. Obviously, they're away to work this morning.
Did they two go down together? Huh?
Aye.
And then train back that night as well.
No, they're back up in the motor.
Doing that?
Aye.
The two of them stayed down together.
No, they drove.
No, they've drove down yesterday.
Drove back.
They've come off of work, drove down, drove back up, and they'll be at the Rangers game the night watching that.
What time did they get in it last night, Thompson?
Just after 2. But
just after 2, right?
Did you say sorry? They said.
Oh, did you say that? Sorry, I wasn't listening to that fucking word you said.
Too busy hanging about that.
But I think my pet peeve on the podcast, I want to get reviews on it. Grown men wearing Mickey Mouse ears in the airport. Would you ever date for your family?
I would date for my kids.
Would you, mate?
All day long, aye.
You must love your kids, man. Would you?
Wear what?
Seen a guy in the airport wearing Mickey Mouse ears.
I'd have kicked him.
You've already got them on?
No, I've got fucking... Honestly, mate,
maybe it was Gordon Daly.
I don't know how I got a bird acne fucking a beacon to there, right? And have a look at the flappers, right?
I know, but it's because everything's big, that's why you're getting bumped.
Fucking, I'm glad I got
it's not big cons, I'm big mate you look for.
Aye, but you don't walk into the nightclub with the donkey tail.
By the way, last time, do you know who's lost the fucking pot? Conor McGregor, man. Seen him at the Arsenal game?
I run about playing football.
No, but he was kidding on he was going to fight Saka. Have you not seen that?
I've not saw that.
Wee Saka shouting his helmet. He's kidding on he's going to
batter him. I saw him out in the park doing a couple of wee turns, wee stepwells and all that.
Mate, he has lost the pot.
Is he worried? But
no, is he fucking?
He's loving life,
isn't he? Tell you else are loving life, lads. SBK. What a link that was, no?
Brilliant. Like it.
As ever, the Cooping Show is brought to you by our partners at SBK, and this week they've got 2 special offers. If you're watching this before Rangers Europa League game against Lyon, you can get a 25% boost on your bet builder. Incredible offer again, isn't it, lads?
Yes.
Fear not, if you've missed it, you can also get a 25% ACA boost on Chris Akabusti on this weekend Scottish Premiership fixtures. T&Cs do apply. 18 plus, please gamble responsibly. Team that never gambled responsibly with Celtic. What another amazing link. Do I not get a round of applause for that? Unbelievable.
It's your job.
I never even thought up. It just came naturally. What's your assessment of the game, lads? It's a bad one.
Who wants to go fuck?
That was terrible. I was there covering it for the radio.
Alright.
Who took you over?
I was there for the radio.
I listened to you. I was listening to you, mate.
You listened to the radio and watched the game at the same time?
No, I remember I was working. I was coming home, so I
so you'll get a wee bit, yeah.
Oh wow, wow.
When did you know it was going to be bad?
The second goal.
What, just because they were breaking on them at ease?
The threat that they had for Adeyemi, who obviously got the hat-trick, and Gittins, the speed that they travel with the ball was fucking incredible. And you're looking at the back four that stayed quite narrow. He's obviously asked them, it never worked like that, to be more narrow. They'd just come in, but they were getting it on the half turn, and Adeyemi picked it up on the right. I think he went down the outside, come back inside, and there was like 2v1 on him. He just went round them all. And then ended up in like the right back area and get his shot away that was blocked. But
he was unbelievable. I know Gittins was good, but Adeyemi was unbelievable, wasn't he?
I seen him a couple of years ago against Man City. He was excellent. And he was fucking...
Hey, what about how hard he kicks the ball?
Aye.
That one that people say Schmeichel should say, but it's a fucking letters it, mate.
I'm going to say, I can't believe people say he shouldn't have beat his near post.
Yeah.
You could have stuck a fucking garage door on his arm. He's
No, he's not saving that. I agree, mate.
especially where
I
it hits
agree.
He's not saving
You're
that.
expecting him just to whip
Whip it in.
round the
Fucking
front.
spanks it.
Oh, fucking
They
unbelievable.
were very good. I have to say, I thought that the midfield of Dortmund as well were outstanding, and just picking
What was the difference in the midfield? Is it physicality? They just look like
Yeah.
big fucking strong guys.
Chan,
that get around.
some
We're
size,
solid.
by the way.
Longer.
Who's that?
Innit?
Emre Can, he
See,
is
do you
massive.
know, Hanks, but sometimes when you recognise that you're struggling, you're not playing at your best, you're kind of second best in terms of even technically, physically, that you just need to play a wee bit different, you know, and kind of sit in a wee bit more and just try and no play out for the back and don't lose the ball 20 yards for goal, 25, maybe lose it 40 yards for goal and I've still got to get in there. I just thought, I think it was on the manager.
Too open.
Because I don't know, I mean, you've managed at a high level, Daz, but I just
Fucking
thought...
managed there. He's not managed at a high level.
But what I was going to say...
I've never
is
been in the
because
Lowland League.
I think actually the players were maybe looking at him and thinking, can you change this a wee bit?
Well, I
for his gaffer?"
understand why I start like that, because of your start of the season, because Dortmund understand. But I thought, see, after 15
But you've
minutes,
got
I was
to
like, change it.
recognise, and that's when you've got to recognise that, because at the end up, it did become embarrassing, didn't it?
Yeah.
For the Celtic support. So, and they felt
been
kind of...
It was embarrassing.
Well, that's a big debate again. What do you think? Should he have set up differently, or do you see why he went like that
Oh,
from
no,
the start of the game?
Not at the start. Sorry, Dan.
I thought, foolishly, I thought to myself, I think they could get something here, right? Now, what I did think was that he would have sat in a little bit, because I go back to when Rangers came to Celtic Park, and Rangers for the first 10 minutes looked good going forward, and Celtic sat in, and then all of a sudden just went bang, 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 and Kyogo scored the goal that was offside, and Rangers fucking went, oh, hold on a minute here. So I thought he was going to play their tactics. So I was saying that if he went and pressed up there, you're not pressing St Johnstone, you're not pressing, and I'm not being disrespectful, you're pressing guys that'll say, you know what, we'll just fucking play through you all day long, you're playing into our hands. It's easy for us to sit here and tell Brendan Rodgers, elite manager, oh, by the way, you should have sat in, you should have changed this, whatever.
No, but you should recognise after a period
but
of the
players
game.
in the
I agree with you after a period of time.
Yeah, but the players in the pitch as well have got to, like, Brendan Rodgers can't do in the fact that Celtic players are used to getting the ball, right? No pressure whatsoever because people drop off them, right? All of a sudden, if you watch a game, all of a sudden, Dortmund went, fuck it, press right against them. The amount of missed passes that Celtic and balls, they shit themselves. They actually shot the bed, right? They gave the ball away so easily because they're no used to getting pressed the way that, that Dortmund pressed them.
Yeah.
And they knew in your mind going, see if I give this ball away here, they're going to fucking punish me.
But they didn't have, like, even Dortmund, if Celtic did get beyond the midfielders weren't like turning it to get back, and the forwards just stayed in a position for the counter, as if to say, we'll win the ball back, we'll win the ball back and catch you on the break. I'm the same as you. I can totally understand why they, going into the games, would say, right, let's see where we are, because they've started the season well, they pumped Bratislava. After that game, it says, we don't know how good they are, therefore we don't know where Celtic are in Europe. So I understand it, but when you get to the stage in the game where you're looking after 20 minutes thinking, it's got to be a long night, could be anything, then I think that in going into the next away game, Atalanta, there has to be a change. It has to be, look, in terms of these teams, because Atalanta are in top class as well, we're not at that level. We need to take a backward step, sit a bit deeper. No saying you can't press them, but you can press them for a deeper position.
He's come out and saying that he's not got to do that, right? Now, I believe that every manager's got the right to manage the way he wants to manage, right? Because he lives and dies by. So he's not going to go to the plan B. He thinks, I'll make the plan A better. But if you look at under Brendan Rodgers, who I think is a terrific manager, his last 4 games against top opposition, right, away from home, he's lost 27 goals. 27 goals. So it tells you that has he got the personnel to change it? Has he got the personnel to do different things to drop in? Or is he just going to go, do you know what? This is the way I fucking play.
Can I ask you a wee question on that as well? See, sometimes when you're out there as a player and you know that you're not at your best, you know you feel second best ability-wise and physically, then you need to kind of find another way to sit in. I think they're still waiting for instructions for the side.
But see, on that,
that's what I'm going to touch on, because instead of taking a wee bit more responsibility yourself out there and say, right, oh, you fucking get in here, you get in, sit in with me, let's just dog the new, let's try and get up against them. But I think that's what in the modern day is.
Football's going the way of the manager says, follow my instruction. If I get beat under my instruction, then I'll take that. But if you go and do your own fucking thing, it'll get shown in analyse the next day. I never asked you to fucking do that.
So it seems to have changed a bit, innit? So that's it.
Because you're watching it going,
somebody please sit on number 10. Somebody fucking stand on number 10.
Get in, narrow, make it go wide, and we'll try and deal with cross balls. But they don't do it because the manager has a meeting, you walk through it, that's what you do, and it's every day, repetitive. This is how we play, we're not going to take a backward step. And then when you come onto the pitch, it is, right, are we changing it? No, we're still doing the same thing. Because players won't do it now.
You know, that's how I felt the players were maybe looking for that, looking to the side and thinking, help us out a wee bit. Because if we continually play like this, we're going to get
But even like the mistakes are made, we're running about the
some
box.
people probably want the backside skill.
You've got Maida going to the ball and just passing it straight to them for 30 yards for his own goal. So it's not as if he's off away in a counter and the pass is missed. So at times they did get back and try and get behind the ball, but
they were just
passing. It was a high press. It was the problem. Thought it just wasn't right, because remember they tried to press Rangers at the start of the game, and the press was all over the place.
At times it was.
How number 10 had so much space. At the midfield, one of the centre backs has to jump in on McGregor to sit on him.
They went quite. The distance between the front and the midfield was too big.
Too big, yeah.
So the front three would be up, and Dortmund knock it about and just wait for Celtic to go and try and nick it and just go by it. So you buy 3 players, and you got the midfield. In the midfield, I think I maybe need to go and engage. The 2 wide men come inside. The fullbacks had the width. So your overloads, what Celtic would do against teams at here, they bring the full-backs in, you big 2 extra midfielders, and you wouldn't be too worried about the rest. Whereas they brought them in, tried to bring them in. Taylor, particularly because it was on my side, would come in on Adeyemi, but then they'd have a switch of play, so he'd have to go and make a 20-yard run. Then there wouldn't be anybody filling the slot. So the overloads there for Dortmund, they're a good side. They're going to move you. They're going to put you where they want you, and they're going to exploit you.
But if you look at their record at home against top teams, nobody goes out there and beats them. Nobody.
Did Rangers not go over and beat them?
Sorry, but you're talking about top teams. It's like City and all that. I know Rangers beat them 4-2, yes, and everybody talks about that. But if you look at cities and all that, they go over there, they struggle against them. They're a good side. Don't get me wrong, they're not a top side, but they're a good side. I just think Celtic just get. It could have been 10, right? It could have easily been 10.
And is it? Sorry,
I think they. I think they get.
Crack top. See what everybody says about because you're there, that atmosphere and all that. Was it? Incredible. Was it? Aye.
Was it?
They're
the
just
yellow wall.
non-stop.
Because you hear.
Tremendous.
I'm just sitting watching.
How would you compare that to like Celtic and Rangers home European games?
That's a good.
It's a wee bit different because that's what they do every game. There's no, this is a big game, we're going to
just
ramp it up. It's just it's just the norm, the flags and the yellow wall, how they're all packed in. It was a special atmosphere.
See, I was going to ask you, is this middle of the pitch? McGregor's obviously been brilliant for Celtic, and he is brilliant on the ball, especially in the SPFL. See, away from home, do they need more physical presence in the middle of the pitch? See, to me, it just kept running through the middle of the pitch.
Well, like that, looking at that game, of course, yeah.
But they're running through the other 2 to get to him.
To get to him, but even like that first goal, it's like a wee people now. Like you see the boy Emre Can, who plays City for Dortmund, but attacks he's
about
because
twice
he's
the size of him.
That's what I'm saying. The Celtic need that type of player.
Well, the thing is, Engels come in and he's been excellent, and he looks big, strong, powerful.
Wee boy compared to them,
didn't he look big, strong, powerful against them? And I think Brendan says at the start of the season that's where he needed to address a wee bit of power and dig in the midfield.
See, I've seen a wee bit of that. Sorry to go off the subject, but I saw that with the Liverpool Bologna last night. So Liverpool were physically stronger and they were knocking off the Bologna.
Well, he's put the big boy Gravenberch as he's sitting into because he's a big physical presence.
You could clearly see there was a difference there, that something that maybe Bologna will need to address.
Do you think that's why he went with Bernardo over Atati, just for the physicality?
I know. I think Bernardo's been different class. But Hatate all of a sudden becomes the popular player because he wasn't playing. You could strip it down to a lot of things, right?
And you will later.
Hatate was.
You will strip it down.
Hatate was. I know they'd taken a backward step. Hatate was at least showing a wee bit of composure on the ball.
Yeah. But I think overall, it was one of the nights that they come up against a better team that totally outclassed them.
And they didn't punish every mistake because they made a hell of a lot of mistakes. But they were punished. It looked like a mismatch.
Yeah.
Whether it was Celtic at their absolute worst and Dortmund at their best or no, I don't think it was. I just think the players that Dortmund have, the way they set up, they were always going to control the game.
Even Rodgers looked a wee bit.
I'm thinking somebody tackle somebody.
Just get up against. I know but then again, it's levels, isn't it?
Should
It's levels, isn't it?
Even Trusty with it was at the fifth.
Roy Keane there, something. Wee Roy Keane sitting there in the corner.
Roy Keane's not for Liverpool.
I don't know what accent that was.
So I'm not saying what yous would do, but what do you think Rodgers will do for the next game away at Atalanta? Will he go the same style or will he sit in?
Nah, I think he'll. I don't think this is where people, because of the modern day of this is how I play and I won't change. You don't need to abandon what you believe in, but you need to be realistic here to say, look, we need to be narrow and compact. They need to play through us. The onus is on them to come and break us down. And I'm not saying they can't own their box and they don't ever put pressure on. Pick your moments to do it. Look at the players they've got to catch in the counter. Maida was still getting in behind, not as often. Kun, we know, can still run. Kyogo didn't get a touch. But they've got the ability to sit back, absorb a wee bit of pressure, win the ball in an area where they can actually go and hurt teams on the counter.
And it's decision making and all, because that philosophy, I want to play out all the time. I get that. But if you're constantly playing it in an area and the guys are getting in there, they're physically too strong, they're intercepting it, then sometimes just for a couple of minutes, just go a wee bit longer. Get them thinking,
not a punt on the pitch, but like you said, put it in behind for Maida.
No, it's not a punt, just slightly longer.
They've done that
but
for
keep the opposition thinking. Don't continually do the same things and you keep getting caught out. Just mix it up a wee bit. And
they've done it for the sixth goal, where they were under a bit of pressure in the right back area. They played 2 or 3 passes and beat their press, which wasn't as intense as what it was in the first half. And then Johnston goes to try and play it into Ida's feet.
Just put the ball in his face.
Responsibility
forward. Here you go, bang, goal.
That's doing to a player taking a wee bit of responsibility.
They squeezed up.
The ball was in behind.
A
wee bit of know-how going like that. Listen, I'm not going to play it in there. I'm just going to miss it and just drop it in.
Square
just
passes, I know.
Where
boys are like stoning and then
they're in
ready to move. Ball's played, it's way inside, then you're on your back foot.
Definitely a learning curve for the minute.
Can a defeat like this, the 7-1, can that affect their morale in the Champions League group? Or do you think they'll brush it aside quite quickly?
I think they need to brush it aside because I think there's still an opportunity there because everybody looks at their home games, right? And they get in the roads a bonus, but they always look at their home games. So they've got to brush it aside because they've got after 3 points, right? Now, whether you believe it or not, even Callum McGregor says it. Look, after 2 games, probably expected to be here. Right, okay, the 7-1 doesn't help because you're getting slaughtered left, right and centre. But I think that after Atalanta, they've got to concentrate their home games. And if they can get enough points, then that 7-1 will no matter.
The new format helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's they don't need to play Dortmund again. They're obviously, for me, Atalanta and Aston Villa in particular.
You see them? I watched them last.
Villa
Were they good?
Aye.
I didn't think they were great against Ipswich at the weekend. Obviously a different team at home maybe.
The one thing, they know how to play. Like you're talking about, Bayern Munich came there last night and dominated. See the first half.
Did Bayern dominate the ball?
Most of it.
Did they, right?
Aye. And then all of a sudden, they're so organised, Villa. He's brilliant with it.
But that shows you too, Daz. It's all like what you just said. It's your point. What Emery's done is he wants to be a possession, high pressing manager, but he even notices that Bayern Munich are a better team.
Recognises it.
They allow them to have possession, and he changes how he plays.
He sat last night and he made sure if you're going to score, you'll need to work for it.
But to be fair, the goalie had a couple of unbelievable saves.
He's a good goalie.
He's a good goalie.
But the organisation for them, they were brilliant, and then they brought that boy on.
Duran.
Get the goal. So they'll be sorry,
but because of the format, Celtic have got good home games. They're saying 8 or 9 points could well be what they're projecting to get into that playoff. Well, that's totally possible.
Yeah.
But for me, the away games, I know that they're maybe not expected to win, and you can just concentrate your home games. But so then, if you don't make changes or tweaks to how you're approaching it, what's the point in getting to the playoff? Because you're going to have to play off against a team that's a very good team. So I understand going into that game and saying, right, let's see where we are. Let's go and play our football, and because of how good they're feeling, they can get a result. They didn't, and they were miles off it. Make a change so that you're learning on how to play in Europe. We know they can win.
Yeah.
Week in, week out in the Premiership. We know they can score 5 and 6 goals against teams in the Premiership. Can they go and get better in Europe and actually compete against these big teams? I'm not saying you go there expecting to win, but be competitive, be hard to beat, a difficult team to play against, not by being wide open, because they want to be. This was the season where you were going to judge Celtic and Brendan Rodgers on their European football.
Graham Potter actually explained it brilliantly on Monday Night Football. Did you watch it?
No.
Said when he was the Brighton manager, obviously his players weren't as good as the opposition players. So he still sticks to his principles, but based on the opposition, he tweaks certain things, which is a great way of putting it, innit?
Of course, common sense.
Your principles
really
are how you approach
Yeah.
a game. It doesn't always have to be you play the exact same way every single week.
Yeah.
As long as your principles are there.
Wee tweaks here and there.
There you go. Great wee chat, lads.
Oh, brilliant.
Monday Night Football. They've got Ross County away on Sunday. Is that a good or bad fixture going? And will he change? Will he make changes?
I think he's got the personnel to bring in different players, freshen it up. You know, people that want to go and stake a claim, because they'll obviously see what's happened and think, right, okay, I'm going to get in the manager's head here. I'm going to put on a good performance. Look at the squad that he's got. So he's got a lot of options there. But look, domestically they're all right. Right, they'll cruise it because they've got the best squad and best players. But Ross County, for me, if you're worried about going, no disrespect, you're worried about going to Dingwall as a Celtic manager, what you've got in the team bus, you're fucking kidding yourself on.
7-1. Can that fry their heads that much?
Look at it the other way. I think the Ross County players will be like that.
Oh,
They're
Think
just
so,
gonna, aye, they'll be thinking.
do you know?
Well, Jamie, they're going like,
I'd rather they got beat 7-1
See,
than
I'm
won.
thinking the other way. I'm thinking they've just been embarrassed, right? They'll be hurting a wee bit, and they'll want to go out and put that result.
That's one
in the
where
back. It's
sometimes
quick.
you see the same team as well.
It's quick.
Think so,
aye,
sometimes
to
you
give
do
them
get
a chance to go and make up for
On you
it.
go.
So I would expect Celtic to be at it. So I fear for.
I think he'll make big
on Sunday.
changes, Paddy. I think he's.
What changes do you think will be made
I
then?
think he'll come in. You've got Forrest down. You've got
Hatati.
Hatati. There's plenty. And think of the names that you're bringing in, right?
McKibben maybe.
So they're fucking good enough to go and beat Ross County.
But
What about
they
the
might go over the same team just to get that after just
Just to get it out the system.
that, aye. Definitely.
I seen a couple of things on Twitter as well, like maybe Norocki should get a chance instead of the two left footers playing together. I thought Scales was probably the one player that
Scales,
Could be next.
because you're watching it, at times where Taylor's
Thought he was
having to
good.
go out, he was covering the space, he was watching what was behind him, he was getting his toe, he was flicking things on, he was getting in the right positions. It's hard to say a defender done well in a 7-1 defeat, but every time we talk about him, he's an easy target, Scales.
I thought he was Celtic's best player.
Was somebody who was it was critical of him? The one that he lost the goal. The guy twists him.
Oh, the
Turns
last
a bit-
one. The last one turned him inside out.
But then it's
great bites.
And I was
great
going
bit of
to. I
skill.
don't think he was too much.
Great, but he's
At fault,
he's
you know,
dived, but the boy's done him a
Aye.
flipper, innit?
So you
that's the level of
mean
player they're
instead
up
of Trusty? Or?
Norocki getting a chance on the right side, the centre back.
Well, we've not seen a lot of him, have we? So is he worth a go?
This is the thing where I'm talking about. You don't overreact.
People
and
start to
start
overthink everything, don't
panicking.
they?
Everybody
Right.
becomes a better player, then.
Get Nawrocki in because he's right-sided. Well, he's been there. He's been there for over a year, and they've signed Trusty so that if there's an issue with Scales or Carter Vickers, he comes in and plays. And that doesn't mean he's
What is the
he's
issue
right
with
guy.
Vickers? What is the injury?
I'm not
His
sure.
foot, I think.
Was it? I don't know. But
He's a massive loss, isn't he? But the big man's picking up a lot of injuries recently, isn't he?
aye.
No, what he's
Did
up
you
to?
see what-
Hanging about with you in the afternoons. That's what it's doing, isn't it?
That dance
What,
with his
25?
blazer on.
Slow dance.
He's that kind of body, I know, isn't he? But
He's a wardrobe, isn't he? A wardrobe on legs. but,
More.
Right, St Johnstone have appointed a new manager, and I'm delighted with the appointment by you.
Are you?
Again, a manager that's been successful in other countries, bring him
How
here.
successful has he been?
Well, he's second in the league with Riga and he's won
He's won a
things,
couple of
isn't he?
Latvia.
He's won
He
things,
wasn't
isn't he?
Latvia. He won. I think he
a
won the
tattoo.
Finnish league.
No.
And he's got his ears pierced.
Big
Aye.
mu- he was-
Don't know if I could respect a manager if he's... You need to take
Do you
that
know
out.
how he looks
Is he?
like somebody for the like
See, when he
Simple
played, mate,
Minds
he'd eat
in
you
the
up.
70s.
Was he actually a bastard?
Aye.
He looks like
He was
he
at
look-
Motherwell,
solid.
eh? Do you-
Was he?
Aye.
Do you remember him at
Tank.
Motherwell?
He looks like wee Cliff Richard, man.
Nah, he was a tank.
By the way, he's been linked with Motherwell. Every
Cliff
time
Richard.
Motherwell
Do you
comes
not
up.
think he looks like Cliff
I think he looks
Richard?
like something like a kind of
A pop
Simple
band?
Minds. Aye,
Like
Simple
80s,
Minds.
or something,
He's
aye.
pop band, didn't he?
Aye, he
With the
does.
ear and the tattoos, the...
Aye, he was a
Yeah,
tank.
well,
Was he, mate?
Aye.
Talk
He
to
was
me.
an absolute
So,
unit.
what was he like as a player? Was he just a dog?
No, he wasn't just a dog. He was a good player, but he was
Midfield.
a midfielder, hard worker, great attitude. He was absolutely ripped. Aye, he was massive.
What, doing that?
No, I don't know. I can't remember.
Aye, that was what he was alluding to.
Oh,
Brilliant.
aye.
We need more of them in the Scottish game.
He was like big,
Can't be a big
muscly,
Bobby.
like strong, done really well. Aye, went down to Derby.
Did you think you had like a football brain, Faddy? Hard to say.
Fuck, man, I was 16 or 17.
Oh, well, yeah.
He was looking at Bobby, didn't he?
I
He didn't even know the heat.
I mind if we played, when I was coaching with Scotland, we played Belgium, and I played with Robbie Martinez, obviously. So we're on, and I've met him throughout my career, playing against these teams. So we're on the touchline, and he's like, fucking hell, you're the last person I thought was going to be a coach.
Martinez said that to you?
I says, fuck's sake, Robbie, I was 18 when I played with him. if you'd have thought I was going to be a coach at 18, I'd have fucking chucked it. Fucking hell. So I don't
That's a
know,
confidence
but you
boost.
can tell why he was like
Clever
a
football player.
leader in terms of how he went about. He's led by example. He got the most out of what he had. So if you look back then, you could see that he had that drive and determination. And his dad says he's been linked with Motherwell quite a few times. I think he's had a couple of interviews actually for jobs and
Seems a good fit
certain
then.
people.
If you're talking about attitude, hard working, because that's what you're going to get. That's what you need for a St Johnstone side, isn't it?
But hold on.
I like how he spoke.
Aye, but he's
Is it?
fucking about
He's
fifth in the
interviewed
list,
well.
wasn't he? No, that
There's the boy Phil Arm.
The
Did
boy
he knock
Phil Arm knocked it back,
Did he
didn't he?
knock- he knocked it
Everybody
back?
fucking knocked it back.
Do you knock it back?
They interviewed Craig Levine again. He knocked it back.
Craig, you want this back?
Aye.
No, right, okay.
sacked him again.
Right, hold on. Fucking go for an L, Latvia, right? Who's out there?
So what do you make of that point that you know for it?
I don't listen. It's very
I don't know.
because you can't. But let's be honest, it's a fucking hard job, and St Johnstone just a old place. I just, I honestly,
Think he'll stay in Perth? Think he'll stay in Perth?
I could
Perth's
not.
lovely. Is it?
Okay.
The Ice Factory. Imagine the wee man jumping about the Ice Factory and the earrings.
You're one of the nicest prisons.
One of the
Aye.
nicest prisons. That's the best thing you can say about Perth.
It's a lovely
He's
prison.
looking for a cell in Perth this time.
I'd rather do a week in the fucking jail than a week in the McDermott. It's fucking hell.
You don't like that part, do you?
Oh, you fucking hate me. Honestly, I hated playing there.
Who's the wee tea woman used to
Angie,
Aye.
Aggie.
give it to Souness?
Aye.
How did you know the
Belter.
team woman at St Johnstone?
Aye,
She was very
famous.
vocal.
Was she?
Oh, aye.
In what way?
Oh, she
And
was
give you
famous.
pelters.
What?
Aye, she didn't.
What, is it
suffer
opposition player like?
Aye, well, she was no bad with us, but we quite liked that she
Was it
gave a bit
Angie,
too soon.
Angie or
I'm not Aggie. Might be
Wait,
Aggie.
she gave Graham Souness a bit?
Jack Victor
Aye.
here.
It's like going to the bingo with your two grannies, man.
He just keeps saying Angie, Aggie.
These T-woman. Ange Postecoglou is no way
These
T-woman called Aggie.
Imagine Andrew just in
He
there.
just keeps saying Angie.
Probably
You
Anna
just keep
or
going, don't know, Angie.
Imagine Ange Postecoglou is a St Johnstone team woman. It's like going to the bingo with your grannies, man.
She was famous, honestly.
She was not that famous, you can't remember her name.
Aye, started with an A.
So you she gave Souness a bit?
Aye, she got into a wee bit of an argument with Souness. She gave it to Souness. Aye.
Shit, what did Souness
Big
do?
time. Well,
Chat
having been a gentleman, kind of just, aye. Took
What did she
second
say?
there. Well, it was just an argument or something. I think he wasn't happy about something, about whatever he was asked for tea or something to come into the dressing room or whatever. And she just gave him a wee bit back, which is good, isn't it? That's what it's all about. So,
She's a great wee woman.
and sometimes when an older lady is giving you a bit,
giving you a bit.
aye.
It's that one, don't get above your station.
No, just take it and walk away.
He's not going to be in charge for the game at Ibrox. Wise decision for him.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
I know. I hate it as well, mate. I hate it as well, mate.
I would go at you.
Get out of jail,
Get the
Kev.
fuck back to Latvia, right? Fuck off.
I agree with you guys.
Give me a... Fuck off. You've got... Mate, come on.
You're right.
You're the manager of the club
You're right.
now. Right? That's
Well,
what
you
you're
take the
employed for.
3 days. It was yesterday. 3 days he's
Put it
got.
this way, if,
So
they were playing fucking Stirling Albion in the League Cup,
Oh, he'd be there with a suit on
he'd
and
be
the
fucking
earrings
on the touchline, wouldn't he?
Aye.
Fucking Rangers. Well, I'll sit this one out. Guaranteed. See, no, they'll not get in off Rangers, but see if they did, he's pushing everybody out their way, isn't he? Talking about how I prepared the fucking team. Fuck off. I hate that.
I agree with that 100%.
So do I.
You've just been named as manager. Well, get in that dressing room, start working with them right away, but on the touchline, get your ideas across. That's it, innit? Just to get...
Is there a work permit issue, no?
I don't know, they'll come up with something.
Maybe.
Who had that? Van Bronckhorst, didn't he?
Bronckhorst,
Remember that?
Well, if that's the case,
Take it all back.
You're right, Dad.
if that's the case, but you can still, wait for your permit, but you can still be
Because
well
he says
involved.
before he get the interview, he's looked at the players, he's analysed them, he likes what he sees. So why are you not in working with them right away?
Maybe it is a work permit issue.
Do you know that?
I don't know. I'm just asking because for Broncos.
But it's
No, I
a
don't
strange
know.
one, I don't like.
No, if there's no issue, then I.
And there is rumours that he's missing the game because he's going to get his nipples pierced. Players' accessories.
No, tattoo.
He's getting that St Johnstone badge tattooed.
You should get that. You should get that pierced, mate.
Oh, mate, no.
That's been pierced a couple of times, but I mean proper
One
pierced.
of the big door markers you need.
Have you ever had a new manager that's came in and got a bad result straight away, like a really bad result straight away, and it's affected how you looked at them? We had Paul Hart at Swindon, mate.
Who? Paul Hart?
Came in, bottom of the league, minus fucking 30 odd goals, mate, and we played 5-4-1 first game at home. We got fucking beat 3-0, and straight away the boys like, nah, not having this guy, man. And we had to score, we played 5-4-1 for the rest of the season, finished on like bottom of the league,
And
on
did he get bumped?
bumped in the summer.
Portsmouth.
But I could tell straight away we're not staying up under this guy.
Sounds like it was
First
a player's issue, no a manager issue.
Probably was a player issue. David Prutton, bad egg. That's him that hosts Sky Sports now.
Was it?
Tag him in this. He got us relegated.
Did
He was playing ahead of me. That's why I hated him.
Oh. Did you actually hit him?
Nah, great guy. But
Was
because
he playing ahead
Do
of
you
you?
remember the game he lost
The
to
second
Klopp?
year he was. We got to. I played every year. Every game
Every
the first
year.
year. Got to play a final. Second year got bumped for Pruts. We got relegated. You did the fucking maths.
Did you remember when he lost the plot and get like a 10-game ban?
He wasn't like that at all, mate. He was,
No, I
he
know.
was the funniest guy in the world, But we could tell with Paul Hart straight away we're not staying up under this guy. Said it in the dressing room.
Great attitude.
I know.
Great
I think
attitude.
of the managers that I had.
I'm trying to think of the one at Sunderland. I think it came after Big Terry. He came in. He was maybe a coach. That's terrible. I forgot his name. But that's how good he was.
You're thinking about the last dance, that's why. Slow down.
Aye.
Would you do slow dance again right now?
no,
Go and
not
show us
right
what that
now.
slow dance was like. Come
Fuck
on.
off, no, we'll do it.
We're
Was that the old
American.
night?
We're
Dancing part?
Need to get some
we're not
salt down in the flare.
We're American Travolta hanging on. I think we're a wee bit more like
Oh,
that.
no, I like to be slow dance. Do you remember at the wedding?
Do you remember
They used to put
dance
the
to
salt,
staying alive?
the salt down in the flare and all that. I like that.
Did you do any dances
twist?
together? No. Like
Nah.
Who was your manager? Who was it? So what was it about the guy at Sunderland that you could tell straight away it wasn't going to work?
It's just the respect thing with some players there that just weren't having them. Bolly, Big Gary, Big Bennett, they weren't kind of. You just could tell they weren't having him, you know. So that's terrible. His name will probably come to me.
Who came in after Moisey at Everton, or would you left?
Nah,
it?
don't worry.
What about after McLeish at Birmingham?
Which shouldn't be
I'd
the
left
case.
it then.
Do you know it shouldn't be the case because it doesn't matter where you've come from, what your background is. You should always.
No, but you're still trying. But you could tell with his instruction and
But-
how you think we're not going to stay up here.
Aye, but it's
I think maybe it was like, I've got to admit, right, and this is surprising, Jimmy Nick, when he came to Wraith.
What?
Oh, unbelievable, right? He come in, and when I look back, I totally understand. I love Jimmy.
So they are.
Different class. But
Well,
he come in,
one of my
and
favourite.
by the way, he was
person.
I've never seen anybody doing a warm-up like this guy, right? I used to sit with a cup of tea in a programme and I used to watch him and he'd come in sweating after the warm-up, towel down, sit-ups and all that.
Aye, machine.
I'm like, what the fuck?
He did sit-ups in the warm-up.
Before he went to
He was
play,
a machine. He led by example.
Right. But what happened was he'd been player manager, player coach.
Oh, was he player manager? Right.
Dunfermline, he come in as player manager. So he come into a dressing room that was full of pricks, right? We were all, you know what like it is, you're a dick. So he come in and he thought, I'm getting rid of them right away, fucking, they're all getting pumped. So he put guys like me and all that right out of the team, brought all these
You've got a big influence
Oh,
like,
a massive,
in that dressing room. That's where you've got to be careful with. You were running the
like
show.
Running Perth jail. We fucking, he brought a big lot out of Ireland, right? No disrespect, they were fucking hopeless, right? Players that you'd never heard of, and they were terrible. And Jimmy, he was under pressure. And what happened was eventually he came and he brought guys like us back. McStay was there, guys that had played, Coyle, Marcel.
Peter
he brought Peter in. Fucking Peter was up his arse for day one. He brought people like that in. But the crux of the guys that were there under Frank Connor were the experienced guys. So he tried to get rid of us. And unfortunately, it didn't work for him because he brought shit in. And it was his first job. But then what he done was, we went on a run and he became such an important player. By the way, he's one of the best players I've played.
Who Jimmy Rick was he?
Oh, mate, honestly.
Man United or not, wasn't
Oh, up there. Unbelievable. Brilliant. And then the dressing room. So then what he done was he learned quickly. He just let the dressing room take care of itself. Right? And the training. Now, he knew that I've done all right at training. I wasn't the greatest, but I wasn't the worst. But he worked in. We hardly trained. We'd done a Man United sort of a programme, right? We would play on a Saturday. We'd have Sunday, Monday, we'd come in, day an hour on a Tuesday, have Wednesday, cross and finish Thursday, and 5-a-sides Friday. That was our week. Saturday, we would go and wipe the flare with people and win the championship and everything.
But he started terribly.
Terrible.
Wow.
Terrible.
I
And
didn't
then
know that.
he became one of the best managers.
Aye.
And by the way, as I say, he was brilliant to me. Seen my last year, cup final captain, gave me the captaincy that year, won the cup, won the championship, and then obviously waited his turn and then pumped me out.
Did you ever hear a manager start bad at Rangers? Yeah.
Under me, no. I'm just thinking about Jimmy because he was so infectious. He's somebody that we absolutely loved in the dressing room because he wasn't just a top player you're talking about, he was a top guy.
He's brilliant.
And just he'd be a guy that you'd want to run through a brick wall for.
You can understand though, getting into a dressing room for like
but you've got to look after the
they're going to find me out here. I'll need to.
Mate, I'd have done the same. See if it was me, I'd have walked in and went, right, get that prick out, get him. A big. It'd still be going as I was in my motor. So I totally understand it, but at the time you don't. You know what I mean? At the time you're going, what is he on about? But he was different.
You ever hear a manager hear a bad start?
I can't remember.
No.
I've not had too many times where I've played where the manager's left. Billy Davis left at the start. Eric Black came in.
Eric Black,
started
what was his start like?
He was brilliant.
Was he?
I can't mind his start. I think you always get. Generally, you get a lift, don't you?
I have been a manager.
Where is Eric Black now?
I don't know if he's still coaching or not.
He had some coaching career, didn't he?
He was brilliant.
Rangers, St Johnstone off the back of heavy defeat Celtic. Rangers will be looking to batter St Johnstone into this week.
Aye.
Oh, this week? Aye. I think after, well, obviously tonight as well.
Aye,
you know,
tonight's important.
Big, massive game tonight, but I think Rangers will batter them. They'll be.
It's for everything now, isn't it?
So you'd have stuck with the same side. See the team that played so well against Malmo? Didn't expect as many changes. Maybe in the left back area with Yefty coming back into it. But I was surprised and a wee bit disappointed the other day in terms of against Hibs. Hibs done really well. Hibs physically were good. But I didn't like him taking Raskin and Mee McCausland off at half time. I thought sometimes and I get where he was coming from, but maybe show him a wee bit more respect and put them on for the next 5-10 minutes. Get your whatever he was
made a
unhappy
change,
with,
didn't he? I
he was
know he changed,
unhappy with
aye.
something,
Aye.
right? So get that message.
Get your point across, get him a
at
chance to go
half-time,
and do
give
it.
him that
He
opportunity.
spoke about it, didn't he? About Raskin
Aye.
saying he's trying to get
Wasn't
him
he
to do
having
something
Raskin for
different. No, I know, but
What does that do for him? But you know,
he could have done that. Took him in at half time and says, because Dowell played a wee bit higher, Barron then became the kind of deeper one because there was two of them that
Ended
did
up
none
worse.
really.
Yeah.
Raskin can play as a further forward
Aye.
one, so just make that tweak and give him a chance.
Hagi's a good shout, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Get him
the
back
common
in.
sense has
Where-
prevailed.
Where
innit?
do you see him playing for Rangers? What position?
I think
Instead of Lawrence,
aye, well,
who's been your best player?
if you're looking at saying
It's
you're
an
a
option.
Aye, you've
Aye.
got two. You're
Fair
a
op-
strong squad. You've got two good players for each position. That number 10, you should get Lawrence in there, haven't you?
Aye.
And
And
I
Arnold
think
can play there as well though. He's done well off the left, but
Aye.
it means that Hagi, like if you make a change like that at the
He's a
weekend,
good
Aye.
player and more
Byrami
options.
can come in, Hagi can play off the left, or Hagi can come in, and it just gives him. You're
And Lawrence
kind of player today,
Aye,
not.
sometimes Lawrence with his fitness as well. Even the Malmo game, he cramped up
Right.
going towards
He's
the
looked,
latter end.
he's
of the
looked
game.
fit this year though.
Aye,
I know
he's looked
that
fit
crap,
up, aye, which is good.
Sharp
But there's
and fit.
another option. Even to come off the bench or just have in the squad, put a bit of pressure
Makes
on a
sense,
few other.
doesn't it?
Does,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
You
Aye.
can't have a player of that quality.
Thank God they did.
I know the boys have
They've
got
got round the
injuries and
table.
all that, but see under Steven Gerrard, if you look back at that season, scored a lot of important goals, right, and played in a lot of important games as well. So I think that's a
especially
good
when you know. Well, I know the results have picked up, but if you go through a spell of game where you're not doing well and Hagi's still sitting playing with the B team, all of a sudden he's
shown
becomes
a
a much
brilliant
better
attitude.
player because he's
Yeah.
not involved, but he's a player that you're paying him and he can definitely have an impact.
Yeah. Does Igamami's performance show you how important Dessers is?
Aye.
He touched the ball, didn't he?
To how they
Dexter's his main man.
It's a difficult role, that,
they're
innit?
different skill set for me.
Yeah.
Igaman wants to take the ball to feet. Dessers gives you that threat in behind, but also when the ball goes wide, Dessers gets himself in a position to score goals. He's young, Igaman. I thought he'd done
He'd be
well
better
when he came on
with
against
up there
Dundee United.
with Dessers.
Dessers, aye.
But
But he
he'll
looked
do
better as a
that.
10, didn't he? Maybe,
Aye, but I would like to see that certainly at home, but I don't think he's ever going to do it. I think he's just going to go with the lone striker with the two wide men. But I think with Igaman, I think if you, why no, at one point, try it, just something again, a wee bit different, but he struggled, didn't he?
It's a
Aye,
different,
hardly touched the ball, didn't
it's a
it?
different way. Look, the players will get used to him because at times I'm maybe still in the thought of, right, it's Dessers, I'm going to hit that, cut that one in behind or up the line, or when it comes in the type of cross, he's coming to feet or he's peeling off. I think it'll just take time to develop.
And Cherny, you need to wrap that in it.
Aye.
Spoke about it again.
About
Turn
what?
back to fans and gain fans a bit.
You go to learn to see.
I know
You hate
that. I
this
know that,
stick,
but
innit?
it's frustration, and he does.
But you go to learn to deal with that.
See, if he's flying,
The
mate, you
one
can
thing you're
understand
going
it,
to
but-
get with Rangers at times is you're going to get criticised with
Aye.
the fans. Just listen,
Take it.
take it, and that's it. Go on, mate. Don't react to them because you don't want them getting on your back. But listen, the reason he got on his back because he wasn't playing that well.
Exactly.
So there you go. That's how I was a wee
Fucking
bit
no rocket
miffed.
science, innit? If you didn't want to shout with it, play better.
That's how I was miffed that wee McCausland got hooked because I took Cherny off.
The jury's out on him now, isn't it?
Cherny, aye.
But listen, you can't just judge him because you look at Kuhn right,
Aye,
at the
no.
beginning when he came into his Celtic career. Now he's obviously, forget the other night, but apart from that, he's been flying. So you got to give him a wee bit of time. It's just frustration. Look, everybody.
He got a wee bit because he went back, didn't he? And he kept
Aye,
cutting
he
inside
should have
again.
been on.
Yeah.
So they're having a go at him, but it's like,
See, this
it's
is
almost like, come on, take him on.
on.
You know, if you take somebody on, you
Paddy,
lose it.
this
We'll
is
maybe
where-
go, oh, come on, but you'll not be going,
This is
keeps
what I'm
coming
led
back.
to believe, Faddy, that the manager encourages them to come inside to play wee give and goes and strikes a goal. But if you're a one-trick pony, players are going to read you, you've got bodies in there. So that's how it's important. You mix it up, innit?
You have
And you
to.
sometimes go to it.
See when
you
you
don't
come
get it
inside
right
the pitch,
every time.
see when you come inside the pitch, we've passed
Come
the
into
ball to you
bodies.
there to go forward. No, come back to us again. We've
Aye.
obviously
But you
played
can
through the
still
line,
come in, so
on the ball.
you can still go outside
So there should be
and play the 1-2 and cut across.
See, this is where I come back to this instruction. Yeah, I get that you're told a way to play, but within that, you need to suss it out yourself and say, right, I'll kid on, I'm going inside, which they think I'm going to do. And then both get away the outside and whip balls in. But you've got to take a wee bit more
Well, I
responsibility.
done it in the. What was the game? Was it one of the playoffs? Scores, it puts a cross in down the right hand side.
Aye, that was
He goes down the line, then
aye.
puts
For
a great ball in.
Desert to come in at the front
Because
post.
you need to threaten
then you
that
go,
wide to
mix
then
it up,
create the
aye.
space.
Aye.
A few people's frustrations, Rangers fans that I've spoken to, well, mainly our goalie coach Andy, was that wee McCausland done really well on the right on Thursday against Malmo, and they bring Cherny back and put him back out to the left. Why not just give McCausland a run on the right?
Aye. And move the experienced boy.
Aye.
There. Aye. I've always been a kind of advocate of that. You know, if you give the young boy the best chance possible, you know, to go and show what he's all about. And if it's the experienced boy, put him into somewhere maybe he's most comfortable.
It wasn't a great performance, was it? Which is
No,
understandable.
no,
You're coming off the back here,
Mm.
a big result. People before the game were saying, "Oh, it'd be great if Rangers get a draw. That'd be a good result." It was a brilliant performance, a brilliant result. It's hard to replicate that.
So it was just
So making the changes, I can understand they were a bit flat. I have to say, Hibs done really well, grew in confidence.
That it was all about the result. I'm not really having that to a certain extent.
You
I
want the
still
performance?
think when you're back home in front of 50-odd thousand, you know, you've got to be better than that. Certainly that second half. But it was credit to Hibs.
Yeah, the game plan was good, wasn't it? I thought you set it up well. I need to feel sorry for whoever's sitting in Neil Warnock's seat this year, obviously with the pile cream over his arse. Somebody's going to be sniffing pile cream.
The Rangers tie on and everything.
What about him going to the Rangers game with the Rangers tie on, mate?
Outside photos and all that.
Mate, you think he'd played fucking 5 against the Rangers? He's like Joe Hart with Celtic fan, isn't he?
He came on at half time, he did a half time draw, didn't he? Did he fuck?
He was throwing fucking beanbags.
Incredible. Right, Aberdeen, another great result. They welcome Hearts to Pittodrie, kicking off a month of fixtures against Celtic away, Dundee United home, Rangers at home. Will this be a defining month in the season? It tells you exactly how good they are.
This is where it's got, because I get that it's unbelievable, isn't it, the run they've been on. But for me, a bit of that, it sort of fell into kind of place, you know, and the way it's all up to. So this is the month that I'm really looking forward to. Going up against Celtic twice as well, one in the cup and one in the league. So we'll probably answer that question better.
But again, this is where he's going up against Celtic without his best player this season, isn't he?
Dundee should have got something out of that game.
You know, he's out for a long time, isn't he?
14 weeks.
14 weeks. He'll be a big miss.
Could be.
He's been excellent for him, hasn't he?
Was it a quad?
We've got Nisbet.
I like
He just came in and scored straight away.
I think it's going to be a big month for them, because Celtic, anything can happen against them. You've got Dundee United and Rangers. They're the games where you're thinking, right, where are Aberdeen? But I don't really get this. They've not had a test. It actually annoys me, because
I agree.
Last season, if Aberdeen would have potentially lost a lot of the games. Dundee at the weekend, you're right, probably could have got something. Aberdeen didn't play well, but they won. And they've won, and they've won, and they've won, and they've won.
That's credit.
They played Kelly and St Mirren, who were two of the best teams last season. They were coming off the back of Europe, and I get that, but you still need to beat them. They would have lost their games last season. So
credit.
And they played Motherwell, who are flying.
He's a buck.
He's still bitter over that Lewis Ferguson move, isn't he? He's still raging with me Cormac, man.
He's not going for a buck. They've done brilliant, and we'll see how they go on when people say the real test.
There you go. Why do you think that?
Do you think they lose all of them?
I don't know. I think they could possibly beat Dundee United.
I think they'll beat Hearts and Dundee United, and if they do, that's still a good month now.
I'm not so sure.
100%.
What means they've only drawn or lost the other ones, and they'll still be in a good
Dundee
position?
United, I tell you what, good test.
Hearts are murder.
I think they'll finish third, right? I think they'll finish third, but I don't think there's any chance they'll split Celtic Rangers. Absolutely no chance. Right? I don't think
they'll finish second, but I think it's been a welcome
you need
bonus to the league. They've started so well. A manager that's come in and you can see clearly what he wants to do, and he's winning games, which is obviously the most important thing. He's making players better, so that you can see although they've started well, there's a chance of longer term,
going forward,
success for them, or being able to sustain, a level of performance. I just think it's great, and all the banter with Aberdeen, with challenging for the league and all that. Brilliant. Get carried away.
Go
and get carried away.
One man that will not get carried away, the manager. He looks so calm, doesn't he? Even if they do go through a wee bad spell, he doesn't look like the type that's going to let it affect him.
There's something about him, isn't there, his character.
See if that was Motherwell, then I'd be saying, going to win the league. So see the fans, he's going to enjoy it. They wouldn't win the league, but go and enjoy it. Enjoy your teams today. Sometimes fans go to football wanting to moan. Go and enjoy it.
Embrace it. But Andy's done this with big injuries as well. Not like he's had a fully fit squad the full season to go and win every game. Had big injuries in key areas as well, and managed to continue to do well now.
Oh, I'm happy. Well, listen, if you're an Aberdeen fan, you're delighted. Look at the supporter carrying as well.
Yeah.
It's
They'll
incredible.
always have that if they're winning games. That's a given. But it's just, for me, I'm trying to say, listen, I'm getting all the credit in the world because I've got to win the games. But I just think the way it all fell into place pretty well. And this is an acid test now, this one. And this is why.
That's brilliant.
They should have let Lewis go earlier, shouldn't they?
Aye.
You don't like them.
Amazing. And Nicky Devlin received his first call up to the national team squad.
amazing.
Well deserved.
He
Incredible.
consistently plays well done. Even when I used to watch him at Ayr United, he's always
against me.
was a
He's good,
captain
wasn't
at
he?
Ayr United
Yeah, he was
as well,
captain.
wasn't he? So again, leads by example, but he's a good level of consistency, isn't he? I'm not
See,
saying
Andy deserves a wee call up. Have a look at his pathway.
Incredible does.
And innit?
do that.
brilliant.
You know what I mean? Well done to him. He's never. What is he? 31, 30 or something?
Mate, he got released for Stenhousemuir.
That's right.
So that's a so that
Ended up
makes it even better.
Livingston.
Isn't it?
Aye. So that's how you.
The pathway's been brilliant for him. You can't take that away from him, and he deserves
Great
it.
attitude and the attitude, innit? The attitude that he's got, the fitness as well. I tell you what.
Two things you
Right.
didn't want to be labelled for that.
How know?
Because you've not once said he's amazing football. He's got a great attitude. Have you somebody describe me as that, mate? I'd retire.
Fucking listen to
I'd
me
just
here.
retire.
If you've got a good attitude,
You'd have loved it.
and good fitness, you can fucking earn yourself millions of
No,
pounds
I
in
agree
this
100%, but
day and age.
I'd rather have not made it and be a good player.
Wee fat guy. Bad attitude. Should have done a lot
Eating
better.
fish
I think
suppers.
I'd rather be told great attitude. Great
Keep him away
fitness.
from the
And he is a
ball.
good
He's
player
got a
as
good
well, by the way.
attitude.
No, he is a good
He is
player.
a good player.
He's team player,
definitely deserving. He's got
fire
I agree with
as
that.
well.
I'm delighted for the boy. Don't know him, but I'm delighted for him anyway.
It does say something you're captain at every club you've been at, though, doesn't it?
There you go.
Every club is it? I didn't know that.
I think every club he's been at, he's been captain. at.
well,
Livy,
arse licking as well, put that.
Brownlows. Just shows you Brownlows gets you
Oh,
everywhere.
he's licking arse.
What did I need to ask this because again I see a lot on Twitter. What did you make of Steve Clark's press conference? People just seem to be on him now, didn't they? for everything
What
that he
did he?
says? Yeah, people
I don't
seem to say
really
he's quite-
watch him. Steve seems to, doesn't excite me, doesn't float my boat. No,
But I think that's what a lot of people are saying. Similar to yourself.
no, I think he's a bad guy or a bad cop, but he just doesn't. You know what I mean?
I don't know what people expect. Think he's just going to all of a sudden open
Develop
up.
personality.
No, he has. It's just the way he
but-
approaches this.
See, I've heard
He's
that.
not like that. He's not like that when he's not being interviewed.
That's what I was going to say.
He's
for the
a
camera.
good.
I've heard that.
He's really good company. But he's not going to all of a sudden just come in and go, right, what do you want to know? I'll tell you everything. Like that's the way. That's his style.
I think Hearts, who Aberdeen play this week, they are really struggling just now, aren't they?
Aye.
If there's one fixture Liam Fox would want for his first fixture to be Ross County at home, wouldn't it? With their away record, but
Just no going for him
flat
at
to
the
deceive,
minute.
didn't
They had loads of chances. They did enough chances to win the game, but
Did Ross County also hit? Ross County did have a few
Aye.
shots on it.
Some goal right
What a
enough,
goal.
wasn't it? Oh, top
brilliant.
draw. Brilliant.
But they're in that situation now where when it's not going for you, it's not going for you, and it is looking. It's going to be a long
Even the
season
telling
for Hearts.
factors at the end of the game, just you look at Shanklin. He's just scored. He's got an equaliser right to the death, but he's
Didn't look happy, did he?
no.
Nah, but he's so relieved because he had a couple of
There'll
chances.
be a
in the
bit of
game,
that, but
and he
just-
was relieved to score because, like last season, a lot of praise comes his way because he's scoring goals. So he's obviously had a summer where maybe he felt that there was a chance he was going to move. He's stayed. He's not scored goals. The team haven't been winning. He's a captain. He's feeling that pressure. I need to score goals. If I scored goals, we'll win. And I'm not saying it's absolutely not his fault, but that's how he'll feel. That I'm no doing what I should be.
I've done that every year, Faddy. Every
Press on
year.
yourself.
Oh, mate, every year.
Goal scorers do.
See, if I come off a good season and then I started the season, the only thing that was in my head was I need to get my first goal.
No caring really caring about performance, just goals.
I wasn't caring about build. I ended up, my full game got affected because I wasn't making the runs or I wasn't. All I was concentrating was I need to fucking put the ball in the back of the net to get my.
It's amazing what it does to you,
Incredible.
even technically, because you're thinking I've not had a chance or I've went a game for a goal, and then you get a chance and you tighten up and you're right. I need to murder it, and you feel like you've never kicked a ball before. It's honestly how much it messes with your head. But I think that getting the goal for Shanklin will definitely help.
They'll not think this, but I always like to see my centre forward
Aye.
getting goals early, you know. Because it's just it's that
But would you
feel-good
rather a
factor.
centre forward that would work his arse off and link the play.
No, just...
Nah, no interest in it.
No.
Well, of course to a certain extent.
But it used to be that all your striker had to do was score.
Put the ball in the back of the net.
And
Football is getting back to that way now, so doesn't it? A lot of managers want the front three too, just stay high and be that striker in the box.
See, when I play, every manager, and I don't know if Fergie would have, as a centre forward, my pet hating football, chase the full back. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm not chasing no fucking full back.
See, that's up, that would, then I would go back then. See, that would be my job. I'll do that. I want to see his energy for up there.
But managers,
you know.
So would you rather a striker that scored or one that was a good team player?
Well,
scorer, mate.
Listen,
I'd
of course it's a scorer, but
no,
I used to hate guys.
No, I wouldn't mind doing the
Wait, I'll run a bit for you.
Because I'm going to earn you your fucking bonus. Get you a new hoodie.
By the way, just answered that. Because that's what, see, when they're going to put the ball in the back, that's it. You've got your win, your bonus.
That's what that team members all about.
Just because you put the ball in the back of the net doesn't mean you don't need to work hard like that. Winger puts it on diagonal crosses, but he still works his fucking...
But if you're going with the preference, I'm imagining the world just put the ball in the back of the net.
You do your job and he does his.
That's what I'm saying.
If everybody does a job, you're going to win.
But everyone should still work their arse off.
But they all don't do the same.
In the ideal world, but it doesn't always work out like that.
So if you work your arse off all season, and I work my arse off season as a centre forward and I score 5 goals, you're going to be sitting in the car when I'm not there going, what about this prick? How's he in the team?
So would you have Haaland in your team?
He works his
I know, but he doesn't join in the build-up.
I'm not caring about joining the build-up. I'm just saying what need to work is.
You're talking about a goal hanger.
I couldn't chase full
but then
that's not the same as...
See, he work your
keep your striker in the middle of the pitch.
I want to keep his energy for when the ball is in and around the box, so he's alive.
Still hate energy, mate.
Call the box player.
Honestly. Because
why is that the one? I should do my attention. Why is he the one player that he doesn't need to fucking run a bit?
That's what I'm trying to say. Faddy's trying to explain it. The one thing is, I'll do that for him. I'll do that for him.
Because you can't do what I'm going to do.
Right, so here's one.
Because I can't put the ball in the back of the net like that.
You as a striker, go and chase him. You win it back, you try and counter, where's your striker?
No, but I wouldn't want my striker chasing full-backs anyway, but I'm just saying like that. Strikers used to go, he doesn't need to load that shite.
No, I agree with that.
Strikers used to do my...
I agree with that. Player, mate.
But you normally had 2 of them.
One would
so
work
one
hard.
would do like the work, and the other one was clever enough to hang about the middle and put it in the back of the net. But the one that worked,
take the glory.
Wouldn't get in the position because
that's why I never was on the dance floor myself on Saturday night.
Tell you who would never accept a striker not working hard, Stuart Kettlewell, and that's why Motherwell are flying just now.
Yeah, Friday there.
Go on, Friday, take it.
No, listen, I think last year there was a lot of tough times, long run without winning, and not a lot, but there was calls obviously for Stuart Kettlewell to potentially lose his job, but and I know him through playing against him and working with him in the media side, and I just like how he talks. I know that he works, and everything he does is he tries to cover as much as he can, very thorough in what he does. And you look at the impact he's had on certain players. Theo Bear turned him for one of the potential to be one of like a terrible decision, a decision that could lose you your job, to a player that goes for over £1 million to France, and then
he was thinking about playing Tam Cowan instead of Theo Bear.
What he got on Saturday was probably in. Sometimes you need a wee bit of fortune. You know, the sending off with Tanzer is a shocker. Right, don't even go there. The wee referee Lloyd, whoever he was, whatever he's
Lloyd Christmas.
He's had a nightmare. And then then you look at the goal. Was it a kind of a handball? At the time initially I was thinking no, but you can see why it probably should have maybe no been given. But I'm delighted he's put it into the back of the net. But so they get a wee bit.
Who were the better team? Derek? Who were the better team?
Were you at the game, mate?
Aye.
I was on the radio. I listened to you actually. I listened to you on the radio. Different guy, mate. That radio voice, rap, but...
Oh, yeah.
He's a different guy. There's a petty people that change their personalities for different situations.
Hold on, fucking Motherwell just scored. And I'll get doing well there. I'm Italian, that's a fucking leather. That's fucking referee, man.
Oh, wish Daz was sitting next to me. What about that prick?
Imagine that.
So,
Did you see that goal, Dad?
See when it was doing,
Did you look up the stand? See who was in it?
when it went down to 10 v 10, St Mirren were the better side. I think they were just a wee bit physically stronger. I don't know if I'm out of order here. They looked a bit fitter. I don't know.
Who did?
St Mirren. With the 10 v 10, which is, I thought sometimes with the better players who've got a wee bit more space to exploit, that Motherwell might have kind of took advantage of that, but no, they get a wee bit of fortune as well, which they're probably they're due as well, because
Our game at the weekend.
Aye, that'll be a cracker.
Where are you going the weekend?
Where am I going at the weekend?
I'm going to listen.
I'm going to watch my boys play in their amateur game.
Oh, I mean, watch that, mate.
Oh, aye.
Wasting your time watching that.
I sometimes watch a better game, get a better laugh and all.
Do you, mate?
Aye, easily.
Couldn't watch.
I go and watch any game.
I'm
sorry, swearing.
I don't know.
Aye, gets like swearing.
Fucking Guardiola there. Couldn't watch it. Just back for great.
What was that? How you done in the Gretna car park?
Oh, in the end, I parked my motor and nearly crashed it.
But I was what my point was going to be. That bad run that Stuart Kettlewell had, Motherwell stuck by him, and now they're reaping the rewards. Should more clubs look at that and maybe give these guys a wee
If
bit
you
more
can see
time?
how they're working.
Because you could always see that with Motherwell.
Sometimes you can't see it, and you just think, right, well, maybe they need a wee bit more time. You could see that it just wasn't going for them, but he didn't panic, and he always fronted it. And
How he handled himself through it.
You could see that the players were with him. They were all just going through a bad spell for me, and I think it does. I think that everybody's got the benefit of it, and long may it continue.
He's had a lot of experience now, hasn't he? Being a young manager, he's been obviously sat with Ross County, went through bad spells in Motherwell. These sort of things do make you a better manager, don't they?
Ah, well, aye. And when you come under pressure, it's how you handle it. A lot of people can't handle the pressure. It's great getting the pats in the back, innit? It doesn't matter who you are. Pats in the back, people love you, and then you get one or two that just can't stand you. It's how you handle the pressure. And he's handled it well. But I don't agree that every club should go down the route of going, we'll stick by our manager, because
circumstances are different.
You've got to look at what's happening inside the club.
And it's incredible he's doing this with Andy Halliday in the team as well.
Unbelievable.
Andy done all right.
What a man done.
So he did.
He
done all right.
Right, quitting time.
Right.
You
go
Let's
first,
go.
mate. You like that, Nady?
So what are we doing here? Just
Each of you
we're not doing the bet builder this week.
No bet builder this week, but we'll let you pick four. One needs to go first. Pick their four so we can put it in, and then the next one goes to who wants to go first.
Right,
Four games. Go on, Derek. Who you going?
I'll go first.
Give us the full St Mirren to beat Dundee United, just so we know.
Right, I'm going to go.
And your radio voice, please.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yes.
not. Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah.
What was it you were calling Kenneth? You were calling him Kenny McIntyre. Kenneth, you were calling him
Sir Kenny.
Sir Kenneth.
Kenny's a
Who'd
good
you like
lad.
better? Quickly, just put your balls on the line here. Kenny McIntyre or Richard Gordon?
Richard Gordon all day long.
Oh,
It's not even
wow.
fucking
Love
Richard's.
Wow.
Richard's quite like him.
Royalty.
Richard's a top bloke.
Who pays?
Very good at his job. Kenny, I think,
He just wants you to fight and argue every week.
Aye.
Richard Gordon.
I like that. I
all day
prefer
long.
the scummier one.
That's a good one.
Kenny's
That's such a
Kenny's
difficult
done
one.
well.
Well, Kenny's going to be picking your. He's going to be guy decides if you're going to continue. I'd go Kenny.
No,
Nah.
pick who you want. Don't worry
The
about
most
that.
important one that pays you.
Anyway, I'm going to
Who
go.
you going?
I'm going to go St Mirren.
St Mirren to beat Dundee United.
Aye, believe it.
Why?
Aye. Because I saw enough against Motherwell. And they're good at home. They're organised. They're fit, strong. They just need to take their opportunities. I just get a wee feeling at home advantage. When we go for Hibs Motherwell.
Whoever you want, mate. Whatever you fancy. That's why I win punters money
an
here.
Absolute beauty, by the way.
Is it?
Aye.
Right.
That's going to be a topper. And what I'm going to go for is, sorry, Faddy, I'm going to go with Hibs. The edge that, as much as
What are you basing that on as well, please, mate?
I just think the
Performance at
physicality, I think they'll try and take care of Lennon Miller. They'll keep a close eye on him. Maybe that what influences me is that wee period where it went down to 10 v 10. I just looked at them and I just thought they looked just off it a wee bit. But
Who's getting Hibs
They'd
goals?
already been playing with a man
I
down,
know.
so they were.
Who's getting Hibs goals there?
You don't
Who's
like
scoring
them,
goals?
I'm
Who's
gonna
scoring
go
goals
with-
for
I
Hibs?
just think again home advantage.
He's a goal scorer.
Boyle, just go Boyle.
Boyle's injured. He's not
Boyle's
playing.
injured.
He's injured.
He's out.
I don't know where they're getting goals for.
That's a good point.
Junior Hoyle
Thanks,
looked good
But
last
tell
week.
you where they're getting goals.
Hoyle is a good player.
Set pieces.
Very good.
Set
All
pieces, they cause Rangers quite a few problems.
Where do you stand on this? I said Monday, long throws need to fucking be stopped. I've never seen anybody score for one.
Part of the game. When
was the last time you seen somebody score for a long throw?
It's not.
but it causes mayhem. It's the second ball, third
That's
ball.
what I'm saying.
I've still not seen that happen.
Don't
What do you
have
do?
corner into boxing.
Kickings,
Just play short corners as well.
Nah, because I think it's so floaty, mate. It's so easy for a defender to go and defend it.
long throw-ins are a bit shit. Yeah.
I agree, mate.
Right.
But it's just
I would get the ball down and have to play back in.
100%.
Aberdeen Hearts,
So, sorry, you're going Hibs to meet Motherwell. Aberdeen Hearts.
draw.
Aye.
Yeah,
There you go.
I like that, mate. I like
This is
that.
the start.
Cormac really
You're
done
just
you in,
gonna
didn't
do-
he?
you can pick
Cormac
it,
really
you're
done you in, nothing.
honestly.
No, I'm just going to.
honestly.
You've just picked the first
And then I'm
fucking
gonna-
four on the menu.
Aye, yes.
I know. And
then what's your fourth?
You're just picking the first four on the menu.
He thinks this is the bingo the food menu, doesn't he?
I think it's his starter menu.
And
It's
a
what
few
it's
to
at.
take us.
Was it a football game's an episode?
And it's a big one for Kamala. So it is. So I'm going to go a draw again.
Kelly, a draw.
A draw. I can see a
Aye.
Well,
picture of 2 each.
I'm going in Derek's advice. I'm going St Mirren home win after listening.
64 2
There you go.
You put £20 on, you get how much back?
Is that with the Akabus?
£1,280.
That's the Akabusti. 64 to 1, you put 20 quid on it.
£1,280.
Work it out then.
Because everybody
Plus
expects
25%.
Aberdeen to win this.
1,280.
Wow.
Would you say
Am I right in that?
64?
Wait, let's see if you've got that right. 64 times 20 a day.
Right. I went 1,280.
£1,280 Gordon DL.
So it's
What a brain.
70.
I'm putting 20 on that big guy.
I'm going to stick, well, I'm going to get
76.
somebody to stick 20 quid on that.
Aye.
No, what'd you say it was?
He just nailed it, mate.
It's
No.
80.
1,280.
For fuck's sake, you know listening? I gave you that 20 minutes ago.
No,
I
I'm
gave
talking
you
about the Akabus.
Oh,
I'm talking about the extra.
Oh, with the Akabusti.
80 to 1.
plus the 25%.
80 to 1.
Derek, what a coupon that is. Right, Gordon DL, what you going?
Okay, I'm going with Fergie St Mirren. I'm going Aberdeen. I'm going Dundee, come on.
You can stick Celtic and Rangers, but you just need to get a bet up here. You can stick Celtic and Rangers in.
Right, definitely Rangers. And I'm going to, right, so St Mirren, Aberdeen, Rangers, and I'll go Hibs, Motherwell draw.
That should be decent. What does that pay, pence? 27 to 2, so that's 13 and a half to 1.
Right, I'm going to go. I might just go draws actually.
Good for you.
See that 1, 2, I think. Oh, draw.
I'm going.
That would be
St Mirren, Dundee
unbelievable.
United a draw.
Hibs Motherwell.
Hibs, Motherwell a draw. Aberdeen to beat Hearts. Dundee, Kelly a draw.
Good. Like
Oh,
that. I
I
think
like
that could be the
that.
one.
That's
What's that pay?
40, that's 40-64.
460 for your
Stick
40.
40 in now, what do you get?
50, what do you get for 20 quid?
You get 200.
1,080, he's called it straight away.
You bastard, you.
Last one, deciding maths question, you're right to
No,
tell you.
I'm not
On you
good
go.
at
No, you're
maths,
good,
mate.
you just proved it.
Nah,
on you go.
I should go.
360 times 3.
Much?
360 times 3.
990.
1,000.
90. What?
180.
Oh, 180.
1,080.
Aye, short as absolute.
Lads,